seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. This one complete to Patton. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
This defense for the Patriots, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Edwards. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Able to push his way through. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. What would he do with it?
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
They go play action with Jackson.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Hill.
I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs are going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Harris.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
They'll toss to Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's a give to Dobbins. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From midfield, here's Tua. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Young. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Tua going to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Jason Myers on for the field goal of 45-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, a run for Hill. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Young on the carry. Uses the stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On the ground, they go with Young. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to...
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
We play to win.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here's Young. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On 1st down, Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Jason Myers on for a field goal of 47 out of 10.
And Myers able to knock it through. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Now for the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete as well. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. but to drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Jackson's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Jackson on first down. And one more time, here's Kirk. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 43-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. It's Webb.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Jackson on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing is Jackson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Tua.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And he's going to bring up a third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pena now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus drive. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he stays up. Looking sideline, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a 2nd down and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to let this one go deep. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question is, when you're a head coach, What do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk.
Let's go. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 11. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2 to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got it.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Patton. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New England's offense set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Harris, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patton. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 44, Tua. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And the catch made. It's Patton. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another run here with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
6 yards left on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. That's Webb. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Patriots, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.